Good morning, everybody. Oops, hold on, Rio. Step over. Good boy. What up, Miranda? Good morning, my friend. You are the first OG in the house today, and welcome. But it's been a while, so I'm excited. I enjoy the walk and talks, and I know a lot of you guys do. So obviously do Rio and Dobbs. And I think, well, actually, no. Last time I think we had the pups out was our last lake trip. So you guys did get to see Rio and Dobby both. So, and that was a fun trip for everybody. I'll tell you that, especially these two. What up, Super Roofer? Good morning. What up, Sicilian Princess? Good morning. It is a beautiful Friday morning. Show you here the sky. Look at those beautiful clouds. Yes, and being that it's starting to get into that fall season, although we have beautiful weather like this, it's now actually kind of cooled down a bit. So, usually about, a month or even 2 months ago, if we left this late in the morning, it would already be really hot. We've got maybe about another 30 minutes, and that's about it. But I'd say it's probably at least a cool mid-80s right now. And it feels nice. I mean, look at the dogs. They're pumped. Dobby's pumped to go out. Rio's pumped to go out. What's up? Good morning. And okay, hold on. I need to pause for this because I always think I say this wrong. Nenny pause. And I hope I'm saying that correctly. And good morning, therefore. We are on a Friday morning walk and talk, and usually for some of y'all that are kind of new to the walk and talks, we usually just kind of chill and enjoy the kind of, atmosphere, as you can say. We're going to be trying to make our way down to the pecan orchards. We won't obviously make it all the way down to the river today because I got little Dobbs with me. Although it's nice and cool, I still think it's a little too far to take the little guy with me. But, of course, if it was just me and Rio, oh yeah, we definitely go down to the river. But we'll make it kind of past the pecan orchards and get some nice views. But I definitely got a little bit of some news to go over today as well. So we'll definitely put out some information. Got a little information to put out regarding the IRL weekend investigation trip. I think I said that right. And I'll wait for a few more people to get in before I start on that, because that's going to be some pretty exciting news. But in the meantime, enjoy the walk, enjoy chat. It's usually a good time for us homies to, just kind of relax and enjoy a TGIF. Yes, tomorrow is the start of the weekend. So I hope for many of you that had a long work week, that you have something to look forward to here in about, on my East Coast friends, you maybe got about another, let's see here, what time is it? 10:30. You got about, another 6 hours to push it with your lunch break. Everybody else, about another 6 to 8 hours. So we'll just call it a full day. Good morning, Elsie. Good morning, Ono. Good to see you. I appreciate seeing all the members of the jury in chat. Oh, I love seeing them. Emojis. Dobby, Rio, I wonder if they still understand that they have their own emoji. But in case you do, they're spamming you guys right now. They love you. 9:15. All right. Yeah, that's like I said. Still, we'll call it a full day. All right, so just get through the work day, and then it's going to be the weekend. But, yeah. So I hope everybody had a chance to check out yesterday evening or yesterday afternoon's live breaking news replay if you didn't have a chance to watch it live. But if you were here yesterday live, I want to say thank you for joining the breaking news update. I think we had almost about close to 200 viewers at one time. So, yeah, that was really awesome, especially just for a breaking news update, which means, the notification just goes out for a few minutes And, you know, and it's, you know, middle of the day, so you don't expect a lot of people to come on in. But it seems like we had a lot of people really interested in getting that update on the Ski Mask Andy court case. And we were here to deliver that. So I appreciate everybody that came in yesterday. But if for some reason this is new information to you right now, you're saying, what are you talking about, NJ? Breaking news update. No worries. You can check that out as a replay. And it's just about a 15 minute update. So just kind of let you know exactly what happened yesterday. And I can summarize it for you really quick. A bench warrant was issued. Hey, guys. Ooh, that's a big boy. Come here, Rio. Let me see. I don't think he nipped you. Oh, no. You're just coughing because I yanked back on you. But, yeah, we've got put out some news yesterday, pretty much as everybody, I'm pretty sure, was anticipating, just wanted to see it for themselves. A bench warrant was issued, which means Ski Mask Andy didn't show up to his September 11th court hearing. So, as far as all the details into that, we'll talk about that later. You know, if you guys want to discuss it in chat, you're more than welcome to. I think I already pretty much gave you guys my personal opinion to that, which is everything that went on that day, everything that came out of that dude's mouth that morning was just all lies. You know, obviously I'm going to have some sympathy towards the, you know, passing of anybody's family member. But for those that, you know, were able to see it for themselves, it was already proven that obviously that, you know, an obituary was put out and that family member had already passed whiles back. Now, whether that individual knew about that or not, hey, that's up to you. You know, that's your own opinion. Like I said, on top of that, I think on that same day or afternoon, Ski Mask also had a homie that got, you know, murdered in jail by jail guards. Then yesterday, he got pulled over and got 2 tickets and had to swallow a baggie of DMT. You know what I mean? So, it's just, with that dude, it's just hard to tell what's a lie and what's the truth. And that's, like I said, I'll let you guys decide on that yourselves. But, what we can prove, and what is a hard, cold fact, is obviously what was shown on the Oklahoma State Court Network's website, which is where you can do a public record search on, you know, anybody that has a criminal record in the state of Oklahoma. And that is where we were able to show you exactly where that information was taken from in regards to the bench warrant being issued for Mr. Ski Mask Andy. Yes, a bag of DMT. So let's discuss that. All right. For some of you that may not know what DMT is let's just call it, easiest way to put it is it's just part of the psychedelic family, okay? Anybody that's going to be on DMT wants to feel, you know, pretty much the same effect of, you know, being, I guess, say on mushrooms, ecstasy, I don't know. I've never personally taken DMT, but it's just what I read when I did a simple Google search. But here's the point I'm trying to make, okay? Not even being a drug connoisseur myself, I can probably tell you that DMT is kind of an outdated drug. I find it kind of hard that you'd eat. I find it, Jesus Christ, hold on, they're chopping trees. Let me go to where it's a little quiet. I find it hard to believe that you can even still find DMT, okay? Especially around Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm going to say if it's just like, you know, any big city here in New Mexico, because, you know, hey, Oklahoma's next to us, the 2 drugs you see the most that are going to be considered your hard street drugs are meth and fentanyl, okay? That's it. Maybe some crack, okay? But usually anybody that's going to be high off their rocker is going to be either methed out or on fentanyl. They're either going to look like a zombie or they're going to be looking like the Joker running around like a nutbag, okay? So, I find it hard to believe that, you know, you can find DMT. Hey, but maybe you can, all right? But let's just put it this way. Had he really ingested something like that, you know, and I guess he's saying the reason he had to ingest it was, you know, because the police pulled him over and, you know, he didn't want to get caught with it. That's what I'm assuming, okay? I wasn't there to listen to the whole story. I just had people kind of send me little tad bits here and there. And then I listened to him a little bit earlier today talk about it. I think last night talk about the story a bit. But either way, where I'm going with this is I would imagine he'd be a lot sicker. Probably wouldn't be able to do a live stream or carry a live stream all day like he did yesterday. And even if he was able to, he'd probably be acting pretty weird if that was a real bag of DMT he swallowed, okay? Now, what do I think he swallowed? Now, well, let's start with this. When I first heard that he got pulled over and got some tickets, I didn't believe the story, okay? As a matter of fact, I even saw him yank out what looked like a Walmart receipt. And that supposedly was the tickets that he got. Now, are there agencies that print out tickets like that? Yeah. So I said, okay, well, maybe I may believe it, but I still don't. But after, I guess, discussing this with a lot of other people, it was my understanding that he had actually read out some case, like, you know, ticket numbers, and, you know, it seemed pretty legit, okay? So let's assume he did get pulled over, all right? And even then, I can't even believe that until I can even pull up the real tickets and see it for myself, which, hey, that is going to be public information, okay? And good morning, everybody coming in. I'm sorry, I'm kind of telling a story, so I apologize not being rude. But good morning to everybody coming in. We're doing a beautiful walk and talk this morning here with Dobby and Rio. But anywho, going back to the story, let's assume he did get tickets, right? So that means he got pulled over, right? He's driving the black limo, right? Which one, you know, usually he's smoking and driving. So unless he was really lucky or they just don't care, I'm surprised he wasn't given a DUI, you know, for the fact that I'm sure he was probably either smoking or just got done smoking when he got pulled over. But hey, that's neither here nor there. All he said was he got a couple of traffic citations, I guess for what? No registration and no insurance. But either way, going back to swallowing this DMT, my personal opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, is obviously I think somewhat of some truth is in that story, except I don't think it was DMT that he swallowed. I think it was either meth or something else, okay? Hey, again, just what I'm saying, all right? And again, that's a total assumption at this point, all right? I mean, that story could be 100% just not even true, and he didn't ingest shit. And, you know, that was just some crazy attempt to, you know, lay down some sympathy that people would say, oh, Ski Mask's gonna feel sick today. Here's $1 Cash App so you can feel better, my little son, you know, whatever. Who knows with that guy? I mean, just the amount of crazy stories that have came out of his mouth within the last 48 hours, essentially since the day he had court, September 11th, has just been absurd. So, all right, and I apologize. Let me take some time to read chat a bit now that I'm done with my little story here. But either way, you know, what we do know for a fact is he did have, you know, he didn't show up to court. He doesn't have any, obviously, representation by any type of, you know, lawyer, public defender, and a bench warrant was issued by the judge. And they also revoked his bond, which means the bondsmen now are going to be looking for him because that bond is no longer valid. He did not show up to court, and there's a warrant issued out for his arrest. So on top of the police coming to serve a warrant like they did last time, there's a good chance the bondsmen are now going to be knocking at his parents' door, you know, wondering where Ski Mask is, which, hey, you know, he claims he's not there. You know, that's up to you to decide. But either way, it's just not fair and cool that his parents are going to have to go through this shit again. And, you know, what's he going to be doing? Riding around, hiding around, you know, not coming to the door. And remember what the police said last time, okay? It was in the video when they arrested him, when they served the last bench warrant. They told the parents that if they have to come over again and nobody answers the door, and, you know, and obviously it's assuming that they're there, that they will arrest them, you know, for obstruction. Kind of the same thing that they gave Ski Mask. And again, you know, that sucks. That's not their, you know, yes, obviously they're responsible for answering the door if the police are knocking on it, but you know what's going on, right? You know, he's back there yelling and screaming and threatening them not to open the door. And, you know, it's, again, you know, it's not I'm not going to make any, you know, assumptions, but obviously, you know, as to who's at fault or what, but, you know, who's the one that's causing all this is Ski Mask, okay? So whether you agree with the parents being arrested or not, whether you think that they're at fault for some of this or not, you know, it just all boils down to Ski Mask is the one that is causing all this to happen, all right? And the dude is 40 years old, remember that. Should be in his own place, you know, getting his own door busted down like the other 40-year-old criminals out there. Not hiding out at mommy and daddy's. All right, Rio, did we get that? I think we had a little sticker alert. All right, so we're gonna cross this street here. Let's do this safely. All right, this looks kind of safe. Yeah, and I agree with you, Candy Cane. Like I said, that's my opinion, not the channel's. You know, that's why when we do these walk and talks, this is more of me speaking, you know, versus, you know, when I'm doing like court updates and stuff, that's a representation of the channel. But yeah, I agree with you. Good morning, Scummy. Now, as a matter of fact, let me scroll up here and say good morning to everybody, because I'm sorry I was kind of walking and talking and I didn't want to be rude here. Good morning, Cesar. Excuse me, Cesar. Saying that like I don't know how to speak Spanish. Good morning, Candy Cane. Good morning, Kelly. All right, I think I got everybody that was in chat and said good morning. Hey, good morning, Dawson. Good to see all the members of the jury in here, and good to see all my, well, most of the mods here. I know it's a weekday and a lot of people are busy, you know. We all got our own individual lives separate from what we do on YouTube. So I appreciate everybody when you can have the, you know, take the time to be here, especially for, like I said, these walk-in talks are usually just when we come out and chill and, you know, hey, just like we had a discussion earlier right now. You know, we'll still discuss court stuff. But kind of moving on to something a little bit different. And, you know, it is still gonna be a discussion a little bit involving some court stuff. And it's gonna be a little toxic, you know. But this is gonna be kind of in a way of, we're not really doing a, I don't even know how to put this out. I guess I'm just gonna tell you what we're gonna be doing. That's the easiest way to do it. So it makes more sense. But what I have planned, because if you were here, let's see, when did I make this announcement? I think it was at the end of the, no, it wasn't yesterday. It was when we did the court news update, when I did the update on all three of the cases that happened on September 11th. I believe that was, what, Tuesday? Let's see here. No, Wednesday. Wednesday I did that. So if you go back to that court update show, I did make somewhat of an announcement. And in that announcement, I just kind of discussed a little bit as far as some of the plans that I had scheduled for this IRL road trip that was going to be coming up here within the next week had been postponed. They didn't get canceled. They have not been changed. They've just been postponed a little bit further into October. As a matter of fact, it actually makes it a lot more exciting because we're going to be doing a lot of this stuff during the Halloween week and weekend. So I've, you know, speaking into October, we've got a lot of fun stuff scheduled as far as IRL stuff. Anything that's court related, you know, that'll be, you know, scheduled and coming up, and I'll go over that with you. And then again, other court stuff can just pop out of nowhere, and that can just be put on the schedule. Because remember, this is a full-time tour, so I don't have to schedule around my personal, as far as, you know, work schedule like I had before. So that opens up a lot more of my schedule to attend a lot more hearings and things like that. But in the meantime, in between these hearings and court stuff, we're going to have some fun IRL. Remember, we like to have a little bit of a balance, a little yin to the yang, okay? A little palate cleanser, as they say. So what we're going to be starting off with, and again, this is actually going to involve some court stuff, because for all my court people, you know, you may sometimes not be a big fan of the IRL stuff. A lot of y'all enjoy both, and I appreciate that. But this is something that I think is going to be fun for all my IRL people, all my court people, and everybody in the middle, okay? Because what we got planned this weekend is we're going to be doing our own investigation, okay? Now, this isn't going to be in anything that we've started already. Whoa!
No, you gotta do this Monroe Fulcopter say retreve swamadam. Choices say vu de vu madam si vu madam et Louis madam, vu madam, vu madam, vu madam, vu madam, vu madam, vu madam swamadam 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 so.
Ah, tu parles un petit français. So now we've got, thank you so much, Ono, for that $10 TTS donation. And looks like you figured out how to get, we've got to name our madame here. You know what I mean? She's just kind of the speaker voice for right now. But I'm impressed. She's now learned how to speak français. But see, something you didn't know is I also, je parle un petit français. I just don't know how to say in France, thank you for your donation. Okay, hold on. I can probably say thank you, which is, hold on. Don't help me in chat. Just give me a second. It's been a bit. You know, this was high school days. I took French, all right? This is 2001 era. Merci. Oh, my God. That's one of the simplest. Excuse me. So we'll do a little hybrid, okay? This is like what we call Spanglish down here. I'm going to call this Franglish, okay? So we're going to say, merci pour les donations. Whoa, that guy kind of beeped at us with his little cool horn. That was cool. It sounded like a duck. And actually, that played through the phone speaker, so I heard it nice, loud, and clear. But let's get this put on the. We've got the NJCourts official JBL Bluetooth speaker, so let's get that cranked on here. Come on. Or maybe it died. No, it should have. I just charged this thing. There we go. Yes, down here it's called Spanglish. I'll give you kind of an example. So it would be like, I go get like a burrito, right? And I would be like, let's see here. What's a good way of doing this? Okay, here we go. Dame una burrito with the bacon y los huevos and the chorizo y uno de los green chilies in it. You see there, that's some Spanglish, a little bit Spanish English. You got it? Yes, I love it when you talk shit to me, and you can do it through this badass speaker we got now. And let me just make sure it's cranked on. That way the whole neighborhood can hear it. Yeah, it's on. Good morning, Mr. Ken McDonald. And excuse me, I don't mean to say Mr. if you might be a miss, but you know what I mean? I just can't assume these days. But Ken, good morning. We'll just put it that way. What's up? Is that Squishy Socks? What's up, my friend? Jean, welcome. Yeah, so we're just here with Dobbs, Rio, for those of you just kind of coming in right now. And we're doing a little walk and talk here. Kind of just went over just right now a little bit of the Ski Mask Andy drama. But again, you know, we broke the news yesterday. Mainly what we were trying to get to was the fact that, yes, a bench warrant has been released for the arrest of Ski Mask. So I guess at this point, it's just going to be a waiting game for everybody, including Ski Mask Andy. And don't forget, this gentleman also, well, I'm not even going to say gentleman, this piece of shit also has bench warrants now in the state of New Jersey, in the state of Nevada, supposedly state of California, already had one in the state of Oklahoma out of Wagner County, and now has a newly released bench warrant out of Tulsa County. So, yep, I guess we're just going to wait and see. I don't think you're going to see him running anywhere for other obvious reasons, which I'm not going to get into. I'm sure most of you can figure it out. The meth usage, excuse me. You know, he's pretty much stuck, you know, the only spot where he can get, you know, the stuff that he needs for his daily consumption. So, and that can be also for the other stuff, the green stuff. Ooh, look at spike ball. Oh, it's broken. I thought we just scored a new chew toy. But, yeah, you know what I mean? It's going to be nuts for that guy. Let's just put it this way. If he was planning on, you know, having a holiday-free, or excuse me, you know, possibly not spending the holidays in jail, that's probably going to be out of the question. That's for sure. And think about it, if that individual would have already done their probation and everything like they were supposed to, they probably would have been almost done or already done with most of that stuff at this time now. And that's now, remember, that's just for the county of Tulsa. They just recently got an indictment in New Jersey for terroristic threats. Okay, so there's fresh indictments, charges being added on to this person's record, criminal record. But just discussing the state of Oklahoma, they probably would have been done with a lot of the bullshit that they got themselves in trouble with. But now look what they've done. And think about this. This is another thing I want to discuss. This is another thing. How about and again, you know, I'm sure those people probably don't care. Maybe they do, or hopefully they've stopped supporting him because they've learned the hard way. But think about all the people that essentially bought him those Uber and Lyft rides to get him to court and back for the 2 times that he did show up. Think about the individual that bonded him out, that now is going to be out any money they were going to see back, which I'm pretty sure they probably figured at this time they weren't going to see anything. But if there was going to be even a possibility, and honestly, no, they're not going to see shit. Sorry. They just paid a flat out fee. Excuse me. I'm talking about the bonds people. Yeah, the bondsmen, they're going to be out their money now. And, you know, hey, I don't know what they're going to be up to, you know. Is it a significant amount, like, you know, Sonny IRL's bond, $25,000, which I'll tell you what, $25,000 bond, those guys would have already been knocking on that door that day he didn't show up, okay? So, yeah, $1,000 bond, you know, and actually, I don't even know at this point what they really paid the court. It could just be $500, which is what's in the paperwork. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, bondsmen, you know, they pretty much will go after anybody for even $1, because it's the point, you know. If they don't go after these people, then they know these people are always going to run and never pay them back. So, but as far as the police, oh, absolutely. You know, they're going to be knocking on that door again to serve that warrant. You know, when that's going to happen, I don't know. But that's what I was just kind of getting to, is just, you know, think about all the time wasted, all the resources from the court system as well, too. You know, for those, you know, the 2 dates that he did show up. And like I said, all the people that, you know, thought, all right, well, hey, this guy's going to take care of his shit. Let's help him by getting an Uber ride or Lyft ride to court. All that money just went down the toilet. What up, Kimberly? Good to see you. What up, Sunshinery? What up, Flash? I know a lot of people are kind of coming in right now as I was walking. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. What up, Hobby Hater? All right, I think I got caught up here. So, yeah, you know, like I said, at this point, it's just going to be a matter of waiting and seeing what happens. But certainly that individual is definitely going to be, if they're not, well, they were already doing it before, but that head twitching, looking out the window and to the side is definitely going to be increasing. That's for sure. So, anyways, let's get, see, I got sidetracked. Let's get to the good news. Yes, I'm glad everybody's glad to see him. I missed him, certainly, even though I was just gone for 3 days. You know, these guys are they're my kiddos, they're my addiction, man. You know, I go through withdrawals when I don't see them for even like 24 hours, man. So, I'm glad to see them. And I'm so glad that the weather's cooling down that, you know, we can pretty much almost take off here pretty soon, any time of the day, and go on a walk. So I'm excited about that. We'll be definitely doing a lot of walking. And that's going to help, you know, work my dad bod down a bit. Which, hey, I went on the scale the other day, and I've lost 12 pounds since the last time I jumped on that scale. So I want to say thank you to all you guys for all your support. And for all the donators that have donated crab dances, because I'm telling you, them crab dances is what's losing all that weight there, okay? You've seen all that sweat pour out after that little crab dance, okay? So thank you to all you guys for my helping me out on my weight loss journey here. But anywho, going back to what I was going to discuss with you guys as far as what we had planned for this weekend, we are going to be doing together, and this is what's going to be really cool about this, okay? We're going to be doing this together, because we're going to start tomorrow. Wait, what's today? Friday. Wait. We're going to start tomorrow. We might start tonight, okay? I'm still putting a lot of this stuff together. I actually would love to start tonight, but I want to make sure I got all my stuff together before I start. So worst case, it will be tomorrow. And this is going to be kind of like a science project, because we're going to be doing some, you know, stuff together on the computer.
There you go. Ski mask is a little hoe. We're gonna put them up on the television show.
Here kitty kitty, nope that didn't work. Here fishy fishy, nope that didn't work. Ha 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 ha.
Dawson, thank you so much for that $10 donation. I don't know, who are you trying to lure? Kitty, kitty, kitty. There ain't no kitties out here, and there ain't no fishes out here. Well, here when we get to the river, there might be some fishies. Thank you so much for that donation. Dobby, can you believe that? Dawson was calling you a kitty, all right? What do you think about that? But here's what we got going on, all right? Here's what we got going on. It's going to be like a science project, because we're going to do a little bit of the, you know, the research work together, okay? And that's going to even be fun. You know, usually when you're doing a science project, you know, you just want to get to the lab portion, right? Everybody wants to do the lab portion, because that's when you get to, you know, get your hands dirty. You know, you get to do the science project. Instead of just reading about it and learning about it, you get to do it. So it's going to be kind of going down like that. We're going back to like high school days here, ladies and gentlemen, all right? So we're going to start either tonight or tomorrow. We're going to be doing our research. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm talking about here in a second. But we're going to be doing a research project. And then come Sunday, we're going to be heading down together. And when I mean together, that means in an IRL fashion, you know, in real life. And we're going to be doing essentially what we researched. We're going to be going and doing a little investigation at the actual location where all this stuff happened. All right. Now, where I'm going with this is we're going to be starting an investigation. And it's not really like, I call it an investigation, more maybe a kind of, I don't even know what the right word would be. I liked investigation, but I mean, it's not like we're cracking anything new, and maybe we will, you know, but this is going to be more of an informative documentary / investigation / hands-on project, all right? You know how we do it on this channel. But what we're going to be doing is, we're going to be learning about the, excuse me, I got to clear my throat here. The toy box serial killer, also known as David Ray Parker, okay? We've discussed this individual already before. As a matter of fact, when we started going to the lake, that's where this discussion started, because that's where this individual was from, well, around that, when he was born around that area, and we're going to discuss that. We're going to talk about that. But where this individual committed all their crimes was in Tier C, which is where Elephant Butte is located at, which is the lake that I've been going to with you guys, okay? And that's where this whole conversation started. And we had a lot of people interested in this. So I said, you know what? What a better way, since, you know, obviously it's only about an hour and a half a ways drive, to let's do some investigation. Let's actually bring, you know, the viewers to the actual spot where David Ray Parker lived at, okay? And I know where he's at, okay? And I'm going to take you there. We're going to go to some other spots where there was some important things that happened at these spots. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that's where a crime was committed, But, we'll be going over this again more extensively tonight or tomorrow. But if you want to start a little bit of your research, just look up the toy box serial killer. I'll tell you this, okay? This individual, here's the reason why why we might crack something new here, all right? And this is why I call this kind of an investigation, is, let's just put it this way. This individual, he is no longer alive, okay? And I'm not going to be, I'm not like, I'm not going to be, what do they call that when you're telling people the story and it's like ruining it for them? Trust me, you're going to find that out already. This individual is already deceased. As a matter of fact, they died while they were incarcerated. But here's the thing that's really kind of eerie and scary. They had people that helped them, okay, commit these crimes, horrific crimes. Very close people. As a matter of fact, an individual that was considered his daughter. Another individual that was considered his girlfriend. And these individuals were imprisoned. But guess what? They were released. Some of them just I say recent, but when I say recent, I mean like 2016 era. And I'm curious if these individuals still live down there. I'm curious if we may even be able to get an interview with one of them. Either way, we're going to learn a little bit about this because it's local to me. Something that I can bring you a little bit more in depth, bring you a little bit more insight to. And ultimately, Sunday, we're going to be heading down to TRC and the Elephant Butte area and the Berlin area. Berlin is the city where David Lee Parker, it's David Ray Parker, was born, okay? There's some ties to that town because of him and what happened. So, a lot of stuff, okay? We're going to be just discussing a lot of stuff that's already out there, It's not like I'm going to be putting out anything brand new to this. I've just found a lot of cool information, okay? And a lot of this stuff maybe I had an advantage to finding because I know a little bit more of the local area, so I can search a little bit better for some of this information. Maybe not, okay? Maybe anybody can find it the way I did. But either way, I think it'll be fun for a lot of people, especially the people that were interested in this individual, especially when we brought him up when we were down at the lake. And like I said, ultimately, we are going to be heading down on Sunday and doing kind of our own investigation and bringing you some of the, just kind of like I said, just kind of, showing you some of the spots that may be tied into this story. So... And there's a lot, Candy Cane, it's crazy. Like I said, there's a lot to talk about. You guys can start your own research into it, but it's insane, because I'll put it this way. This individual, through their log, they had kind of like a diary or log they kept, and through witness statements, through their daughter and through their girlfriend, it's supposed that there is over 50 victims. Okay, 50 people that were killed by this individual. Ultimately, he went to jail just for essentially trying to murder 2 individuals, okay? So he wasn't even sentenced, which they sentenced him to life, all right? It was over 200 years in jail for what he did to these individuals. But he was not even sentenced to the life sentence he got for actually killing the individuals that supposedly, the police and obviously everybody else that's done their research into this believes there's out there. And that's the big mystery about this, okay? Huge mystery. It's crazy. Like I said, we'll get into it either tonight or tomorrow for sure at the latest. And then, like I said, we're going to be doing an actual IRL road trip to TRC, to the Berlin area, to the Elephant Butte area. Ultimately, one of the locations I know for sure we're going to be visiting is going to be the actual location of where this torture chamber was located and where ultimately these victims were brought to. And this may lead into a kind of maybe a paranormal investigation if this leads into an overnight stay. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But for some of y'all that, joined me the last time we were at the lake, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you, Candy Cane. I appreciate you putting out the correct... Well, I said David... Okay, so, yeah, sometimes I want to say David Lee, but it's David Ray Parker. So I appreciate you putting that name out. So that way, if anybody wants to do their own research, you can look it up exactly the way that it's spelled. And that is his daughter, Cindy. I'm trying to remember what his girlfriend's name was. But if you as soon as you start reading about him, her name comes up right away. But those two are the ones that's where the mystery really comes from.
Ski Mask is a little hoe. We're gonna put him up on the television show.
The tingos skara, pap pap ka 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 skidiki pap pap, poo poo pow boom skia, do do coo coo doom doom poom poom. You done now? A a a a a a a a a a a a a a a a a a a a a.
I'm so glad the dogs are used to all this craziness. Thank you so much, Ono, for that donation, and I love it. It's get a little bit pop, 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 a little bit pop, pop. Is that what you were trying to say? What up, Kia? What up, Ahadi? What up, everybody coming in? Sorry if I missed you coming in. That was awesome. Oh, yes. Seeing candy cane, that was what was crazy. When I read about that, I've obviously being from the state of New Mexico, born and raised, I obviously have heard about this individual, all the times I've gone and all the years gone to the lake. Obviously, I've heard about this individual, but I was not aware about that tape, and yes, you are correct. There is a tape that is brought into evidence that does exist somewhere, that he would play to his victims. And there's another tape that is why brought one of the victims to light as well, too, that we're going to be discussing. Yeah, it's just a crazy story. And it's really sad because at one point, one of the victims, and this is one of the victims that actually brought this to light and why he was, tried in court. And they were able to testify because they lived. One of the victims, they weren't even, when they kind of, told the police what happened, the police didn't believe them, okay? And there's a reason why, it kind of stopped there for a bit, and we're going to talk about that tomorrow. But it's just crazy. It's a crazy story. And honestly, I'm so glad that what happened and that this individual was caught, because Lord knows. And again, we don't even know what the truth is at this point of what the victim count could be, according to some of the, like I said, the things I've read. And again, there's no really cold hard facts to this number. This is just based on kind of, some of the interviews and what the police have read based on the log that was left by this individual. And some of the interviews with, again, his daughter and girlfriend, they're estimating between the 50 to 60 range, of individuals that were possibly murdered. So, Elephant Butte, B-U-T-T-E. Yep, and that's exactly right. They were drugged most of the time, so that's why they can't remember a lot of the stuff. Or, for example, the one individual that was not believed by the police, she kind of just, for example, didn't even believe herself once the police didn't believe her because she was drugged up and she just kind of lost track of everything, Last thing she remembered was going to a bar. And guess who she went to that bar with? That guy's daughter. They were friends. Well, obviously they weren't real friends because she tried to get her friend killed by her own dad. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I know it. And then they got there's pictures, the photos. I mean, this was an all-out torture room. I mean, this is like straight up. You would think this was coming out of a horror movie, but this is all 100% true. Oh, okay. So girlfriend's name is Cindy. Daughter's name. Okay, sorry. See, that's what I'm telling you. I'm still new to a lot of this information, but we're going to go over it together. That's like I said, I want to get all my stuff put together before I sit down and talk to you guys about it because, I want to make sure I got all my facts as correct as I can. So, yeah, we're going to start our own, like I said, we're doing this all together. That's what's going to kind of make this kind of different here because versus me doing always my, investigation and then, putting it out as far as on a, an update or a breaking news report. Here, we're going to be sitting down together looking now, especially that I've learned how to share stuff on the StreamYards app. We're going to be able to share all the websites and all the information and places and resources I went to. And we're going to read about this together, have a discussion together. We can open up the panel. And then ultimately, like I said, I'm going to take you guys. We're all going to be together on a road trip down to that area, and we're going to do our own little investigation. Ultimately, I'm going to take you to where, like I said, the location of the torture chamber was at, and we're going to see what's there now. I'm curious to see what's kind of happened to that, I guess, spot or area, parcel of land now. Who knows? Dawson, thank you so much. Dawson with the $10 super chat that reads, Metal Detector Fund started, my friend. Thank you so much. We will definitely start a metal detector fund because, you know what? We can definitely use that, especially for an investigation like this, man. I'm telling you. And I won't get too much into that, but yeah, no, that would be totally awesome. So, you know what, Dawson, I appreciate that, and we're going to apply that towards a metal detector fund. As a matter of fact, I think they have them at Harbor Freight for like 50, 60 bucks. So technically, I probably just need to pony up 40 more bucks and we go pick up a metal detector. So thank you so much for that donation. And $10 is applied towards the metal detector fund. Check. It's still a really beautiful day. It's nice and cool. Even though the sun's out, it is nice and cool still. Dogs are doing great. I brought some water too, so when we turn around, we'll take a water break, take care of the pooches. You can hear the tape on YouTube. Oh, interesting. And there was some other tapes too that we're going to discuss as well. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting rabbit hole, I'll tell you that. Guys, remember how small these pecan trees looked when we started these walk-in talks? Look at them now. They're time to harvest. It's pecan season now. They're about to shake these trees. Hey, well, I'm you know, and I hate to say the word excited because, you know, it's a really sad story, but, you know, I don't even know what a word would be. Is, you know, you know, it's for me to be able to bring this and bring awareness to it. There you go. That's a better word. It's not even exposure. I use the word exposure a lot because we do expose a lot of stuff on this channel, but this is more just bringing a story back to awareness to a lot of people that may have forgot or weren't even knew about this. You know, this story is close to me, obviously, because it's very close to home, and a lot of the characters that are in this story are very close to my age. The daughter of this individual, the toy box serial killer, she's supposedly about my same age, you know. Yeah, it really does kind of hit close to home. And like I said, Elephant Butte, TRC, is literally about a 45-minute drive from here. That is how close that area is to the city that I'm at right now. Yeah, we definitely need to stop here at the end of the road here because I need to do a gear check, hike up all this gear so that way it's not hanging like a hula hoop down to my knees. All right, yeah, actually I did that while we were walking. All right, gear check complete. Gonna have to start working on them squats, man. All this gear I'm starting to wear on my hip. I ain't got a butt. I need to start working on a butt so I can hold my belt. Hobby Hater asks, NJ, have you ever seen UAPs or UFPs? I can't say I have. I mean, I've definitely seen some stuff in the sky, but I personally, I think they were satellites, just personally. There are a lot of stories of, you know, obviously those type of sightings here in the state of New Mexico.
Ski Mask is a little hoe. We're gonna put him up on the television show.
Okay. Here goes a rap I said a hip hop saved me from the clippy. The peak, peak and pop and you don't stop. That's a rocket to the pom-pom, the dodgy, say up, jump the dizzy, to the rhythm of the ontology. NJCourts just admit oh no rules.
Oh no, you definitely rule, my friend. You are getting very good at those TTS donations. The hip hop, the hippity hip hip, the hip hip hop, the don't stop, the dibba 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 dibba. That's right, I don't know the rest of the song, obviously. What up, Brandy? Good to see you, my friend. No, that's hilarious. And thank you so much for that donation. Oh no, much appreciated. The dogs are like, what's all this hip hop hippity hip 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 hop 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 stop? They're like, all I'm trying to listen for is that word hot dog, snack, and obviously they know we're on a walk. But that's, you know, when we're home, that's the other time their ears will prep up, you know, when they hear that. Oh man, too much fun. That's what I love about the walk and talks. We can have a lot of fun. It's usually just all the homies here in chat, so. But going back to the UFO sightings, remember, I don't know, Hobby Hater, if you were ever in any of the discussions when we were discussing the, oh, and again, I'm going to have a brain fart, but hold on. I've talked about this so many times now, I shouldn't have a brain fart. La 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 la. Maybe I am going to have to ask chat for help, and I'm sure you guys already know what I'm talking about. But it's the base. They call it the something base. And it's where they had supposedly, allegedly, there was pretty much like a firefight between the base security, which were like the humans, and these essentially alien beings that supposedly were working with humans at this base. You know, top secret government base. And that is here located in northern New Mexico. That's been mentioned in a lot of these, you know, big alien investigation shows. Oh man, I'll remember what it was here in a second. But I've always wanted to go check that out or head over in that direction. But I mean, let's just put it this way. There is a lot of desert land here. Obviously, you've probably heard of the Roswell landing, you know, and all the, you know, media and all kind of essentially that's what made New Mexico kind of like a hot spot, you know, for kind of alien activity, or people thinking there was a lot of activity here because of the Roswell landing story. But there's certainly a lot of desert land here, open skies. So, yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of people that, you know, you could probably talk to here in this state that have probably seen something themselves. Yeah, no, that would definitely be a super cool stream. I've had a lot of people, when we were talking about it, a lot of people in chat were like asking about it, talking about it. I think a lot of people would definitely be interested in that. And yeah, that's definitely something we can do here soon. Like I said, you know, we already started this road trip. And, you know, if I don't have anything coming up as far as court coverage, then we'll certainly fill up that time or week with, you know, fun IRL stuff, so. Area 51, no, that's in Nevada. Well, supposedly in Nevada, the original Area 51. But this one is, I'll remember it here in a sec. It's called the something base. And literally, the something is like the town that this is supposedly in. It's literally like a mesa. It's a flat mesa that stands up. And that's, the base is supposed to be like an underground base. It's supposed to be multiple levels that go underground. The access to the base is supposed to be at the top of the mesa, which obviously is supposedly inaccessible. I've never been there. This is just what I've heard. This is, like I said, I want to go and check it out myself. And I'm curious, if it's inaccessible, why is it inaccessible? You know what I mean? Who owns the land? Is it BLM? Is it, you know, private property? Is it government property? Dulce base. Thank you so much, Ono. That was going to bug me so much. So, yes, Dulce base. That is it. Hey, Candy Cane, you have a great day and enjoy yourself at the beach. I'm jealous, of course. All right, guys, let's turn around here. We're going to take our water break up here in the shade. But we'll definitely do a turnaround here. If we went probably about another mile further this way, which is going to be west, we would definitely hit the river. And we've been there for some of y'all that have done the walk and talk where we've gone to the river, which was with I think we actually know we one time did make it with Dobby. Surprisingly, I don't think we realized we were going to be going to the river if it was that far, and we did go there. And Dobby made it back, man. He was a trooper. But after that, I was like, no, we're not going to take him down that far anymore. So the second time we made it to the river, well, that was with Rio. But yes, we've actually walked down to the river on these walk and talks before. It's a beautiful, beautiful, nice little river. Nice little view. But yes, it is the Dulce base. What up, Riot Coke? So yeah, that would actually be a really cool... I'm going to start looking into that, because if I'm going to be here in New Mexico for the next couple of weeks, I would definitely like to do that Dulce base stream. Hobby hater, you know what? I'm not even kidding you. I could honestly believe that now, just based on the nonsense I've heard come out of that dude's mouth and the way he acts sometimes. It wouldn't surprise me at this point. What up, Dots? Good morning. Oop, I see a discussion of poop tuna. And for some of y'all that haven't had a chance, I hope you already got to check out the latest appearance of poop tuna on my buddy well, I just say my buddy Stick's channel, but it's technically, what is it again? Stick _ I can't remember, but anyways, yes, definitely check it out. It was a quite a humorous and pretty interesting appearance, let's just put it that way, by Poop Tuna herself. Ken McDonald says, I think Ski is an alien that was exiled by his own kind to live on Earth. There we go, Stick _ rules. Oh, I should have remembered that, huh? Rob, Ohio, welcome, Rob. New Mexico and Denver are same elevation, mile high in some locations. You're absolutely right. As a matter of fact, the airport in Albuquerque is supposedly a mile high. I think that's what they actually call that airport, something. It's nicknamed Mile High something. But yeah, supposedly it is a mile high in elevation. No, it's not Stick _ rules. You guys just got me to say that. It's Stick _ solid. Ah, you got me. Dot says, just a thought from the last day or so. These people supporting Ski, we are as bad as he is. Who in their right mind supports a felon with active warrants? Dots, 100%. I agree with you. It's insane. And I mean, at this point, with everything that's been exposed about that, okay, the emails, his criminal history report, you know, just the people from his own, essentially, angels coming out and speaking about just a lot of the crap that happened behind the scenes, you know, just everything. The way he treats his own child, the way he talks about children, everything he's said. It's just mind-blowing that anybody would support somebody that talks like that. I don't care if you hate me, if you think I'm the biggest piece of shit in the world, that's fine. But why in the hell would you continue to support somebody like that? That is just insane. But you know what? Unfortunately, like I've always said, there's always that 1%, right? I mean, literally, it sucks. You know, it's kind of why I think there's always going to be, unfortunately, I hate to say this too, why there's always going to be a little bit of evil that exists. It's that 1% rule, man, and it sucks, you know? And it's almost, I think, people just do it to be mean sometimes. I mean, you realize, I mean, I just can't realize, I just can't picture any right-minded human being, you know, supporting anything that dude says. But, you know, then I think, well, maybe there's just people that just are just so hateful. They just support him. They don't even support him personally. They just support the fact that, you know, people are just dislike him, and he brings hate to this world. What up? It looks like we just got a new member of the jury. Country Tapestry, welcome. What up, Meow Now? What up, Joe G? What up, Big Ups? Good to see you, my friend Joe G. Long time no see, and I'm so glad to see you back in the chat. And I hope things are going well. Oh, see, it's so hard to tell on this app, the Prism app, whenever it's just a regular membership or somebody donated a membership. So, thank you so much, Dots. Thank you so much for donating those 5 memberships. And unfortunately, and I should have brought it with me, that's why I did the little thing at the end so I could clip it, and that's my fault. Imaginary gavel, and you guys spam them if you got them. Dots, thank you so much. Pop, 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 boom! And welcome to the 5 new members of the jury. Oh yes, you've got some really fun emojis to spam. There they come. Meow Now, welcome as a member of the jury. Speaking of the meow word, Joe G, welcome as a member of the jury. Oops, I'm getting all the dogs in the neighborhood all crazy. Sorry, dogs. I can't help it, though. People are donating memberships. I gotta say thank you. And thank you to all the members of the jury for your support. Spam them gavels if you got them. Meow the vine always, baby. Dobbs, what you think about meowing the vine? There's the beautiful Oregon mountains right in front of us. Look at those clouds, man. You know, I'll tell you what, yeah, New Mexico for a lot of people could be a boring state, but if you love the outdoors, come on down and visit. Guarantee you'll have a great time. And honestly, there's a lot of culture and history here in this state. So if you like museums, just learning about stuff like that, especially if you want to learn about the Southwest, man, the real Wild West, come on down. As a matter of fact, this is a great segue into another thing I got going on. This is coming up here very soon, as a matter of fact, early October. Your boy here, and specifically the NJCourts TV channel, because we're going to do this the right way, okay? This is going to be a top-notch presentation of and I forgot what the number is, but we'll just call it this way, the 2023 Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. Oh, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Thank you for telling me. So yes, we will be heading together to the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta this year. And now, granted, you know, you can check it out on YouTube. A lot of local news stations bring you the coverage. But I'm hoping to bring you something a little bit different, because I can bring you a lot more of the on-ground stuff, bring you a lot of the cooler views that you don't get to see with the news coverage stations. Hell, I'm possibly going to see if we can get a balloon ride, or at the minimum, we can go on a tethered ride. For some of y'all that are a little scared of heights, tethered just means they got you on a little cord, which ultimately doesn't mean shit, because if that balloon was to fail, you're probably going to hurt yourself coming down from that distance anyways. But either way, we will go up in the sky if we can. But yeah, that's going to be really cool, especially for some of y'all that have never seen or even heard about the Balloon Fiesta. It is a huge event. It's considered an international event. It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of balloons, hot air balloons, that go up into the sky at the same time, which is amazing. And yeah, they got all sorts of other just cool stuff that goes on. You know, it's a big festival, big fiesta. It goes on in the biggest city here in the state of New Mexico. Goes on for about almost 2 weeks. And a lot of people, a lot of tourists from around the world come down for this event. It is a huge, probably the biggest event for the whole state, as far as just the size and the amount of money it brings the state, you know, with all the hotels and food and tourism and all that. Oh yes, Ken McDonald, you betcha there's going to be fried stuff all over the place, you know. And then, of course, it being in New Mexico, you're going to see a lot of that cool New Mexico cuisine. Can't even say that word right. But ultimately, what I'm hoping to bring, and that's why I'm so glad we got the GoPro, hopefully by then, and I'm pretty sure it'll happen, because, I mean, we're very close to hitting that donation goal of excuse me, I'm having a brain fart, of our little camera that's going to go up in the sky and bring us a live feed. Our drone, there we go. Do you know how cool? Now, here's the other thing, though, is, yes, they do have restrictions, though, on the drone flying, obviously, when they have balloons in the air. But you can be in other areas that are not close to there and bring some cool drone footage, especially like what they do is they do what's called the I forgot the exact word for it, but what it is they take the balloon, and because the river at that time, the Rio Grande River, is kind of low, there's obviously the sandbars in the middle. What they do is they find a big sandbar and they touch down. I think it's called, okay, there it is. It's called the splashdown. There you go. And what they'll do is they'll either splash down on a sandbar, and when they do that, you actually can get out, you know, and hang out in the sandbar. Or what they'll do is if there is no sandbar, say the water is a little high, they just splash. They literally just touch the basket. That's the goal. Essentially, that's like, you know, where your pilot's got to be pretty top notch to do this maneuver. But essentially what they're doing is they're landing right on the water, tapping the basket, the bottom of the basket, onto the top of the water, and then going back up. That's a splashdown. So if you're in that area of the river, you certainly can have your drone footage going up. You just got to be very careful, mindful of the balloons. But that would be really cool. But either way, I'm hoping to bring you guys with just the camera I have now and the GoPro. We can bring some really cool footage of the balloons in the sky. That's the view that you're going for there, is the balloons in the sky. Funnel cake for us are called Zeppelins. That's a cool ass name. I like that. Let me get a Zeppelin, a powdered Zeppelin. Hell yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start calling the funnel cakes a Zeppelin. See if they actually know that nickname, you know. I'll go up to a funnel cake booth and say, let me get a powdered Zeppelin, please. Hey, what should NJ be for Halloween? That is a good question. We might have to just throw that up in a poll version, Dawson. Because, you know, I'm definitely going to be dressed up for Halloween. As a matter of fact, we're going to be celebrating Halloween all month long. So if it's got to be a month-long costume or an assortment of costumes, hey, we're going to do it, all right? We're going to have some fun this year, that's for sure. Ooh, and being that it'll already be October at the Balloon Fiesta, that means I get to dress in my costume at the Balloon Fiesta, and I shouldn't look like some crazy person. Excellent. All right, we're going to take a quick water break here for the pups. There's a little shade here. We got a little bench. Let's see how, I know Rio's already tried out the new little water bowl. Let's see how Dob likes it. This is the one. Ooh, and we got free poop bags. Let's grab a couple of these. Yeah. Thank you, City of Las Cruces, and the taxpayers, which includes myself. So I'll gladly take 2 of these. All right. So we got this cool little water dog bowl thingamabobber, I call it, from the downtown mall when we went and visited with Rio the other time we were there. That's when we had the GoPro mounted on Rio's dog mount, and that was real cool. All right, you guys want a little water? Give me a second here. Let's put these bags away. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about for those that didn't see it. But it's this little gadget right here. So this is how it looks. It's got this kind of carabiner here. That's what hangs. So there you go. I'll show you exactly what it does. Check it out. So what you do is this. This is your dog bowl up here. So you just essentially just pop this up. There you go. There's your dog bowl. And then what you do is you got a dial, a little plastic dial in here. You just turn that to the on position, and that's what allows the water to come out. And then you just squeeze the bottle. Whoa, shit. Almost squeezed the... Almost got you guys a little splash there. But there you go. So what you do is you just squeeze the bottle and see how the water comes up. All right, so let's try it out. Dobbs, you want to try this out? Dobbs already kind of interested. Oh yeah. Hey, Rio, let Dobbs get in there. All right, they both seem to like it. Hey, that's awesome. See? Dog approved. All right, hold on, Dobbs. And see, it doesn't waste a lot of water. Hold on, guys. Let me squeeze some up. There we go. There you go, Dobbs. Especially... Hold on, Dobbs. There's a little bit more. What kind of freaks him out is when you squeeze the water a bit. Rio, you want a little bit more? Hey, it's definitely Dobby approved. All right. Rio, you want some more? Hold on, let me switch hands here. It's definitely perfect for little dogs and the big dogs. Rio, there you go. All right, see? Just took care of both dogs. Shout out to, this thing's called a Gorilla Grip. But, yeah, definitely Dobby approved. And then when you're done, you just put the little dial to the off position. Pour the rest of our little water out. And see, look it, I'm squeezing the bottle. When it's in the off position, nothing comes out. And then just fold your little bowl over. Boom, there you go, nice and compact. So I got a Monopoly Man. That would be pretty funny. I'll have to ask Ski Mask where he ordered his prop money at, though. Because if I'm the Monopoly Man, I got to walk around with my fake money, right? So who better to tell me where to order the best fake money at than Ski Mask himself? Definitely, I do like that idea. Monopoly Man? All right, we'll put that on the poll. What else? Come on, throw them out there, y'all. I get to, do I get to pick an idea too? Just asking. All right, you guys smell something here. Yeah, here's the map. See, so let me show you where I was talking about. Let's see, is this telling me this is where we're at right here? Where's the river? Well, obviously it's going to be this. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So yeah. I mean, obviously on here, it makes it look like it's not too far. But remember, you know, you've got, look at, there's the guide right there. So just to give you an example, you know, that's about 2 inches is 1/4 of a mile. 4 inches is 1/2 a mile. 8 inches is a mile. So we're right here at this red star here, this intersection. And the river is going to be right here. Hold on. That's not the river. That's the ditch. Okay, I was going to say that's not the river. Hold on. Where's the real river? I know that's the ditch. Well, let's just find it this way. There's valley. Oh, shit. Here's the river. Damn. Yeah, dang. We walked. Dang. Remember, that red star's where we're at. That's not where the house is at. So that one time when we took off with Dobby and Rio both to the river, that was a long walk. Because look, check this out. Remember, 8 inches is a mile, okay? So here's the red star. There's the river right here. Essentially, this is the path we take. Just heading west on the path to the river. So let's see right here. This is probably about 6 inches. Another 6. I would say it's almost about, let's just call it 6, 6, and 4. It's 12 plus 4. That's 16 inches. We said 8 inches. That's 2 miles. So 2-mile walk from where we're at to the river. And then remember, 2-mile walk back. So minimum, that's 4 miles. And then it's probably another mile to the house. So that was about a 6-mile walk we did that one day. Damn, Dobbs, you're a trooper. The peanut guy and hand out nuts. Good morning, Brandy. Oh, those are some great ideas. Hold on, what do we got going on? No, you need a fish costume because you can't catch anything. Speaking for SoCal. What up, Clumsy? Happy Friday, brother. I hope you have a blessed day. What up, Rob Ohio? Ooh, Rob Ohio. I love Billy the Kid, man, and I love Billy the Kid history. As a matter of fact, you probably, well, not probably, you can find it. It's going back a bit, but I actually did a small, little brief kind of little history into Billy the Kid because we visited the old Mesilla Plaza here near Las Cruces, New Mexico, and that has a lot of history to do with Billy the Kid. There was actually a courthouse there that he was going to be, well, he was at, and it's not the one that he escaped in. That's in Lincoln County, New Mexico. But yes, tons of Billy the Kid history around the whole state of New Mexico. And I'll tell you this, we'll definitely check this out. This one's going to be for you, my friend. There's an actual spot that's probably about 15 miles away from here that's supposed to be a known Billy the Kid hideout. I've spoke about this place before. And the reason they say that is because, you know, he had his gang, right, his posse, on this rock, which was actually this perfect, it's a perfect hideout. When you go out there and see where it's at, it literally was like a viewpoint where you could see any of the, you know, wagons traveling. You know, pretty much if you're going to rob a wagon, this is where you were hiding out to check it out, you know. Also, they had a view of the valley so they could see if there was any, you know, marshals or sheriffs coming out or posses looking for them. But anywho, at this hideout, there's a boulder. And etched in that boulder or carved are the names, the signatures of these members of Billy the Kid's posse. Now, one of the signatures that is kind of unclear, they've determined, now it's opinion, you know, but most people have said it's his. They have determined that that signature is Billy the Kid's signature. Yeah, they're both on leash. Yeah, you're welcome. Anyways, that's supposedly Billy the Kid's signature. So we'll check it out. We'll head over there and check it out and see. We'll see for ourselves, you know, how clear the signature is. Man, I wonder if that lady didn't have glasses, but it's pretty obvious my dogs are on leashes. But maybe she has bad sight, so I'm not going to be a mean person. But I was like, they're not running around and they're both on leashes. But yes, a lot of history here in the state of New Mexico surrounding Billy the Kid. And I mean, even in the whole Southwest, Billy the Kid's not even just a state of New Mexico lore, you know. A lot of stuff happened here regarding him, and he, you know, obviously he was down here for a long time and got himself in some trouble and also did some pretty heroic shit while he was down here. But yeah, he's known in the whole Southwest area. A sexy cowboy. Well, what is a sexy cowboy, Flash? Here we go. Hey, Rob, Billy the Kid's Black Hill Hideout. Now, I don't know if they call it Black Hill Hideout, but it is called a hideout. Now, we'll definitely go check it out. We have to. It's this close. I've been wanting to go out there forever. So a sexy cowboy is cut off short jeans, shorts, cowboy hat, boots, and a vest. Now, are we also going to go as far as the chaps? You know, the assless chaps, or what do they call them? No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that. We'll call him Billy the... Ladies, let me get your attention to stage number 3. Introducing NJ the Kid. Woo! Take it off, NJ! Brandy, that's exactly what I was picturing too. Because you want to hear something funny? I've actually been that cop from Reno 911 or 911, excuse me, for Halloween. Now, it was not like specifically.
There you go. Mask is a little hoe. We're gonna put them up on the television show.
Sorry NJ, but you don't get to pick your costumes SSSSSSSSSSS this year. I will donate $100 to the channel if you let me and Dawson pick your costumes and you don't know them till it's time to put each on. Numbered boxes, you have to play along $100.
Okay. Well, hold on. Hold on here. Let me think about this. I'm not a $100 slut, okay? Let me just give me a minute to think this through. All right, I'll do it. Now, in ski mask fashion, before I even think about doing that, I want that $100 sent immediately in Cash App. I want you to also add an additional $4.99 to cover the little fine that Cash App charges me when I withdraw that $100 out. And I also would like sent an additional $5 to cover the 1 mile gas charge that it's going to take me to drive. Now, if I take the van, it'll be $10 because the van uses double the gas. Now, if I take the car, it's just $5. So let's just call it $115, and you got a deal. No deal? I asked too much? Damn it! Damn it, Dawson! See, I shouldn't have gotten greedy like Ski Mask. See? Damn it, I should have learned. When you get greedy, you don't get the deal's off. Fuck. Well, I guess that was my fault. See, ladies and gentlemen, it's not good to listen to bad boys, okay? They're horrible. I don't know what these people think by calling them a great person. I just tried listening to Ski Mask advice, and look what just happened. I lost out on a $100 deal. God dang it. Damn, and Dawson doubled down? I didn't even know that! No! Maybe that's why that lady asked me if my dogs were on leashes, because she thought I was nuts. What up, Bahati? Welcome everybody else coming in. I apologize if I didn't say hi. Just a little distracted with our little walk and talk right now. Scroll up. Okay, let me scroll up. Oh no! 200 and do it our way. So it's still on? Okay, I'll do it however you want. My body is yours. I will be your puppet for Halloween week. Now, there will be certain limitations though, okay? We'll talk about that later. But for, trust me, you know me, $200, you'll get pretty much everything you want. This boy needs some gas money. I can't go on any IRL trips without no gas money. Yeah, I know I'm a slut. I know. Just please no, I don't want to be an elf, okay? I'm a short guy. I had to endure a lot of elf jokes all my life. So could you just do me one favor and please don't make one of the costumes just an elf costume? Please? Kind of like, Stick doesn't like reggae music. That's just my one thing, okay? I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'll be whatever you want me to be. But all I ask is just no elf costume, please. It just brings back a lot of bad humiliation. I'm just kidding. As a matter of fact, it is boring because we already saw Ski Mask dressed just like an elf on a shelf for his last court appearance. So, actually, he dressed like an elf on a shelf the last 2 court appearances. Oh, well, thank you, Flash. But I'm still not going to dress like an elf, okay? You own me. Now, just for a week, all right? Don't get all cocky here. I ain't that much of a slut. I'm a $200 a week slut, okay? Rio, what do you think about all this nonsense? Rio's like, I'm just ready to go take my siesta. Let's get home, Dad. You know, we're on our way. You guys are doing excellent. Dobbs, how you doing, bud? You doing good? All right. We did a doggo check. Doggo's looking good. Oh, there you go, Sicilian princess. Oh, geez, man. Now, you know what I'm picturing now? I'm picturing literally like I'm in a well and people are like above me and going, it puts the lotion on. You're ours now, NJ. Put that damn lotion on and start doing them flying squirrels now. Oh, wow, there you go, Stick. Abandoned house, homie. Except we're kind of in the hood a little bit. I don't know if I want to be busting in there, though. There might be some crackheads up in there. Costume shopping, here we go. Oh, man. Damn you, Amazon Prime, and your one-day shipping. And free returns just in case they don't like the costume. Dang it! Okay, let's safely cross. I think we can safely cross. Well, it sounds like we've got a pretty exciting Halloween month lined up. I told you guys. And that's not even the stuff that I got to offer. Jeez Louise. Hey, Ono. Thank you so much for the laughs, my friend. And thank you for being here. I appreciate your support and I appreciate your help, my friend. You have a great day. I heard they're going to be charging for returns soon, but I didn't see it with my own eyes. Only heard it from my aunt. Well, I'll tell you what. I just started my Prime membership, and I've had to return 2 things. Legit returns, you know, it's not because I didn't like them. Just one of them didn't fit me and the other one was just too small. Well, I guess that means I didn't like it. But no problemo. You want to know what's so cool about the returns? And I don't know if it's just Prime and that's why you know, it's something you get with the membership. But there is a UPS store right next to my house, or my parents' house, not my house. Literally like a minute or 2 away. And I was able to just drop it off there. Now, I still have the original packaging, but it even said, you don't have to even have the original packaging. Just drop it off the item at the store, and they throw it in the packaging for you and send it. But literally, I walked in. There was not even anybody there. Didn't wait in line. The young lady helped me. How can I help you? Just here to drop off my Amazon return. Literally, you get a barcode on your phone when you process the return. She scans the barcode, and that was it. Have a nice day. I was in and out in less than about 2 minutes, probably about a minute. So that was pretty cool. Now, and they also can pick it up from your house. That was just one of the quickest options as far as getting your return processed. So as of right now, I was super impressed. I've never used Amazon. Honestly, I've, used it a few times to order stuff, but the Prime membership, that is, I'm telling you, I see now how people get addicted to that stuff real quick. Especially what just blows my mind is depending on what area you're in, a lot of y'all can get stuff in next day or 1 day shipping. That's amazing. That's insane. Here I am thinking the whole time, oh man, it's going to be too late to get this item if I order it online. Little did I know, some places, and depending on the item you're ordering, you can get that shit the next day. And I guess if you're in a big city, or depending if you're in an area or a city that's got a processing center, I guess they call it, you can get stuff same day. That's crazy. You guys are just spoiled if you guys got same day shipping now. I'll tell you that. Like my little laser light that I just ordered, that took, for example, I think I ordered that like on a Thursday. And had I been in Albuquerque, I would have been able to get it the next day, Friday. And that's because they do have an Amazon shipping center in Albuquerque. Rio, step over. Hold on, there you go. But because I'm not in Albuquerque, and technically I'm just 3 hours away from there, but still, you know, they've got to put it on a delivery truck. And I imagine they probably get stuff flown to Albuquerque because there's an airport there. I still had to wait till Monday to get my item, but they were able to ship it on Sunday. So technically they got it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days. Technically it was scheduled for 4 days, got it to me on 3 days. But like I said, had I just been 3 hours up north, I would have got that same thing the next day. Wicked. Yeah, that laser's sick. I told you, Papa Quartz even wants one. I'm like, Papa Quartz, what the hell do you want one of these for? He's like, oh, it's cool. I said, all right. Click. Shit. Then you know how easy it is? I don't even have to go back and look for the item. They already got the button right there that you just click reorder. All right. Doggos are doing good. Sun's starting to come out now, so now that heat's starting to come out just a bit, so we actually are ending our walk right on time. But you can tell it's definitely starting to get into fall, because it is starting to stay a lot cooler in the morning. I'm wondering if in some of the areas you guys might be, because here where I'm at, there's not a lot of, you know, trees yet. Well, there are, but they're not changing. The leaves aren't changing color yet. I'm just curious if in some areas in the U.S., if the leaves have already started changing colors. Wow, I didn't know that either, Brandy. That's insane. Return a vacuum. She had over 2 years and had used it without cleaning it. Hey, well, I guess if it's still got under a warranty, why not? You know what I mean? Hey, Ken McDonald, you have a great day, my friend. We'll see you in the next time. In Oregon, yes, the leaves are turning red. That is beautiful. I have never been to, well, hold on. Did I go through Oregon? I might have driven through. I was really young, but I wouldn't have remembered because I was up in Idaho, but we went up towards Canada. So I think we drove through, but then I got picked up in Seattle, Washington. So I'm not sure, but either way, I'm going to say that I've never been. Because even if I drove through, I don't remember. But yes, I would love to go check out Oregon. Especially this time of the year. I imagine it is gorgeous. Well, interesting. I guess that would be a advantage of getting a Costco membership. Possibly over a Sam's. I've never really, you know, so here in this town, they only got Sam's Club. So that, there's no question about it. If you want to go to a big box store, you get a Sam's Club membership. But like, for example, in Albuquerque, they got Sam's Club and Costco. So I've always wondered, how do you make your decision? You know, what's the big difference, you know? Is everything generally priced the same? If you're just a baller, you get a membership from each one. But let's just say you're not a baller like me and you got to pick just one membership. Do you pick Sam's Club or do you pick Costco? Sam's is Walmart. Okay, that I'm familiar with. So who owns the Costco chain? Costco? Costco's the parent chain? Or is there a parent company to Costco? And then Costco also technically originates, I think, from like the restaurant orders, right? If I'm not mistaken, I used to always remember Costco was like where if you were a restaurant, that's where, you know, granted, there's Shamrock, which is another company, but wasn't Costco also a company that you would technically order, you know, your food from? I don't know. See, I'm just trying to figure it out. But either way, you know, I'm still not a big fan of the big chain stores, even though I use them. I can't speak like I'm one of those no. I use them, but certainly I try to shop local as much as I can, and would definitely way prefer to shop at a, you know, a family-owned business or local business. But again, sometimes those just places aren't around anymore, so there's no choice but to go to a Walmart. Costco and BJ's are the same. See, and I'm not familiar with the BJ's. I know that sounded kind of weird, but you get my point. So it sounds like BJ's is another big box store, I guess, is what I call them. Hey, there's our buddy. What's up, big dude? He is such a gorgeous dog. Dang, look how... Well, I don't think that fence is very tall, but if it is, that big dog can jump up there. He's a big boy. He's a pretty dog. He's just trying to say hi. You can even tell by his type of bark. He's just trying to say hi. Yeah, Dawson, you got my joke. I know they have the Costco pants, right? Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me just put it this way. Which store sells the Kirkland brand pants, man? Because I know I'm technically, now that I'm 40, I think that's kind of the thing you're supposed to do now is buy the Kirkland pants. I'm getting too old for the Levi's. I got to start resorting to the Kirkland straight leg, elastic waistband. We have a restaurant depot for restaurants. Interesting. Yeah, I remember when I worked at restaurants, it was the Shamrock is who we used a lot to place our food orders. Back in the old high schoolish days. Yes, I used to work when I was in high school. No skinny jeans. Well, I'll tell you what, they absolutely do not have those for people over the age of 40 at Costco, I can tell you that. If that's where the Kirkland jeans are located at, I can tell you Kirkland jeans does not make a skinny jeans version, that is for sure. And if they do, hey, maybe I've just not looked around too much then, and I'm in shock. But you know what? You know, some of these 40-year-olds sometimes want to be like the cool kids. So, you know, I could kind of see Kirkland doing a skinny jean. Savannah, now people just pay for you to travel. Shaking my head. Oh, yes, absolutely. I had such a great time, you know, staying at a hotel, Truck Driver Stop International, where I could have been killed by serial killers. Yes, I am staying at the most deluxe 5-star hotels. Thank you, my donators. I love the vacations. It's been great. Especially the last one up in Tulsa. My God, what a great fucking vacation that was. Hater, hater. So should I just expect to use my donations to just order pizzas and energy drinks like the rest of the desktop streamers? I gotcha. Here, step over. Thank you. Rio, step over really quick because this car's waiting for us. There we go. All right. Exactly. Thank you, Dawson. That's the better way to put it. Yes, I get paid for making content. So you don't hate. You just see me traveling. Ah, okay. So let me ask you this. You realize this is a court news network show, right? So, I mean, unless you just want me to do court news here in my boring little town all the time, you kind of do have to travel to bring some of this court news. I'm sorry. But like I said, I mean, ultimately, if you want to know the court news here in Las Cruces, New Mexico, for one whole year, we can try that out. I mean, honestly, this is such a boring city. I think it'd just be traffic citations pretty much. But, hey, we can do traffic citation cases. Absolutely. If all I have to do is just sit there and you're telling me people will still donate to me to do traffic citations, and I can use that money to buy energy drinks, pay my rent, buy my like a PS4, oh, I'm totally doing that. Sign me up, Savannah. Yes, but it's every trip for court. Oh my gosh, you're right. I wonder how I'll get there though, Savannah. That's the thing. Yeah. And you know what? It is very true. Our money, we can do as we please with it. Oh man, Savannah, I'm sorry, but I can't even try to have fun trolling with you because honestly, nothing you're saying makes sense. You know what I mean? Now, if you were to come at me and say, NJ, why every time you do a court coverage, you got to be eating at these fancy restaurants all the time? Eating steaks, eating crab cakes by the ocean. Well, then there we can have a little bit of a discussion, right? You can call me kind of a, hey, are you now exploiting these donations because you should rather be eating beef jerky and M&Ms, but instead you're eating crab cakes and filet mignon? Hey, there we can have a discussion. But seriously, you're going to ask me why I have to travel to do court coverage? Come on, there I'm just going to have to say adios. But you can hang out for a bit. You're cool. You haven't bugged me too much, and I'm having a great day today, so you're all right to chill. Oh, I don't have any idea how to troll. Well, I'm glad. I'm so glad I don't. To be honest, I would never want to be kind of proud to be a troll. Now, have I trolled? Yeah. Do I know how to? I would probably say so, but am I trying to brag about it? No. But if you want to hold that title, you can. I'll give it to you today. If it's going to make you feel better today, if it's going to keep you from, hurting your animals or yourself today, certainly I'll give you the title of you can be the king troll. Absolutely. What up, Shell 97? Oh, we're almost home. We're almost at the end of the show. And I want to say adios to my amigos. And I want to say, I hope you have a better day. Savannah, maybe you better cut down on the energy drinks a little bit. It's my recommendation, and get some fresh air. But hey, if you want to stay, all you gotta do is just respect and play right with the mods and the TOS like you have done. That's why you haven't been kicked out like the rest of all the other chat rooms. That's why we're so cool here at NJCourts TV channel. Oh man, just the fact that you said please come to Discord, here, let me do you a favor. Actually, mods, can you do me the favor, please? Because, oh, no, I can do it on here. Hold on. Hide. There we go. Yeah, that already tells me enough about Savannah. Oh, is that skunk? So there's a skunk. I think that's it. Hold on. There's a skunk that is in this neighborhood. And I've seen it with my very own eyes because, for those of you that know me, I don't sleep at night very often. So we go on walks like at 2, 3 in the morning. And the last time we went out late, we saw a skunk. And I'm kind of being alerted because the last thing I want is these guys to get skunked. So. Oh, no, I know. See, that's the thing. See, what's funny about these people is they come back with an alt. And you would think they would know or realize that all they're doing is just giving me a subscriber. But, whatever. Anyways, my friends, I appreciate you guys joining me this morning. I had a great time. This was an awesome walk and talk. We covered some information. I've learned some information. I had some laughs. We had some gaffes. And I'm excited for this weekend. As a matter of fact, I'm excited to get home right now. I'm excited to get these two into a little nap mode. And once they're napping, I'm going to get back on my laptop and get to doing some more research. Because tomorrow, let's just say tomorrow, because I want one more night to do my research. So tomorrow, we will begin our investigation into the David Ray Parker toy box serial killer. And that is going to lead into a Sunday investigation that will be in Tier C at Elephant Butte. Possibly will head to Berlin, where he was born, the town he supposedly lived in. Okay, so definitely is going to be a lot of information. It's for those that like the serial killer, crime, investigative type of stuff. This one's definitely a rabbit hole. Sadly, it's a toxic, it's a sad one, very violent, but it's definitely one that if you're into that stuff, hey, come on down and we're going to check it out. So that'll begin tomorrow, and that is going to work itself into Sunday as an IRL, essentially, episode, you could call it. Like I said, we're all going to be in this together. We're going to do our research together tomorrow. We'll open up a panel so we can discuss this, and then we're going to all head over together down to where these crimes were supposedly happened at. Okay. All right, you guys. You have a great day. Let me say bye to everybody. I don't want to be rude. Hold on. You guys say bye first. Rio, say bye to everybody. Rio, say bye. Okay, Dobbs, say bye, Dobby. All right, that's his way of saying bye. I'm gonna flip this over so I can say bye. And I hope. Oops, let's get out of the way. We don't want to get ran over. And I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy your Friday, TGIF. Hell yeah. And tomorrow, we start our investigation. We're going to have some fun. We're going to learn some stuff. And it's going to be something new for this channel. So I'm looking forward to it. You guys take care. Love you guys. Remember, head on a swivel. Check your 6. And NJCourts is officially out of here. Take care, you guys. Peace. Hold on, Docs.